This is what you really want to see, right? You've been waiting for this one. Don't say I never take you anywhere. Look, I've brought you to the Oval Office. See, it's oval. But this is pretty cool. This is President Ford's desk. Each president gets a new desk, I believe, because at least in the photographs, you can see there's Lyndon Johnson's desk, and that's different. And that's different than Reagan's desk. So I think they all get different desks, and then those desks ultimately go to their presidential library. But you can see his pipe is right there. It's pretty cool. It's got a replica of the space shuttle in the back. Otherwise, pretty tastefully appointed. Then you've got the first president right up there. You've got your George Washington. And they've even got some soot in the fireplace. Pretty cool. Yeah, a little bit of flavor of the times. Yes, that's Jesse Jackson with an explosive fro. I never knew those two guys met. Yes, Ford was known for being a little bit clumsy. Here he is falling off of Air Force One. Laughing at himself years after his presidency, Ford hosted a conference of presidential humor and invited Chevy Chase left of Saturday Night Live, who had portrayed him. Unfortunately, this says the president was quick to exploit any stumbles by the president. While disembarking from Air Force One in Austria, the media captured his slip on wet steps. Okay, the steps were wet. Cut the guy some slack. Oh my God, I have on those same shorts right now. Operation Baby Lift. Among the 120,000 Vietnamese refugees were thousands of the most innocent victims of all, babies and orphans who could not fend for themselves. Ford ordered a creation of a special $2 million fund to transport 2,000 orphans to the United States. Oh, that's nice. This was a gift given to President Ford by Yitzhak Rabin. It's called David and Goliath. And it's just a way to encourage the president to be brave in his new job. Pretty wild. They've got one of the choppers that was used to evacuate thousands of Americans during the fall of Saigon. I'm down here. This is a replica of a wolfskin coat that Ford gave to Brezhnev. Okay, that is no other word for it, pimpin'. How many rappers do you think today would just kill to have that? Now would be a good time to do something special for the ladies. This is the gown section for Betty Ford. These are some of the outfits that she wore. See if I can say this right. Louise Estevez designed this blue and green floral gown that Betty Ford wore when the first couple hosted the President Valéry Giscard d'Estaing of France, and again when they entertained Prime Minister Malcolm Fraser of Australia. She wore it twice. Just in case anybody was interested in seeing the wedding ring. Yeah. Little bling. Casual wear. American fashion designer Albert Capero created clothes for both Betty and Susan Ford. The First Lady wore this beige belted suit on numerous occasions and while traveling. Like something special for the bicentennial celebration? Not so sure about this one. First Lady Betty Ford wore this dress and cape to several White House receptions in 1976. Have you considered wearing more capes? Have a more formal event. The First Lady's dress was also designed by Albert Capero. The president's outfit is from Men's Warehouse. No, I'm kidding. They don't even list who did this dinner jacket. case you were wondering, yes, Tony Orlando did perform at the White House. This is kind of cool. This is a very rare 1785 printing press given to President Ford as a gift, apparently used in Europe by Benjamin Franklin. Continuing on, not only do they have an exact replica of the Oval Office, but also of the Cabinet Room. This is where all the leaders would get together and plan strategy and decide what they were going to do about everything from the economy to the war to everything else that was going on in the mid-1970s in Washington. Pretty nice replication, though. So after Gerald Ford left office, he retired, but he lived to the ripe old age of 93. And I just wanted to show a few of these photographs here. He's leaving California, left St. Margaret's Church in Palm Desert. It's a good place to retire.
Gerald Ford had the virtues of small-town America: sincerity, serenity, and integrity. As it turned out, the absence of goodness and its artless decency became a political asset, fostering an unusual closeness to leaders around the world, which continued.
And they have the flag that was draped over his casket.
He left office.
Here he is lying in state at the U.S. Capitol Rotunda, January 1st, 2007. He was 93 years old.
Any better way to express it than the words I used almost exactly 30 years ago. For myself and for our nation, I want to thank my predecessor for all he did to heal our land.
Just before he passed away, Gerald Ford had the Navy extend him the honor of naming this aircraft carrier after him. It's the USS Gerald Ford. I find it kind of funny. It says on a phone call just days before he died, President Ford was asked what he thought of the honor. He said, "It's not every day you see the world's greatest ship receive the finest of names." That's cute. And have a nice little replica of it here as well. This is really quite a well done museum. It's spotless, very well maintained, and the people who work here are very nice. So there's really just a bunch to see here at the Gerald R. Ford Museum in Grand Rapids, including the beautiful water that's right off the side here. This is right up against the Grand River. This is where I was shooting that vlog a few weeks ago about the fish ladder. Go back and watch that one. But just a ton of stuff in there, and it was a cool train set. Good for the holidays, great place to bring the kids. It's only $8 to get in, and I went 11 o'clock on a Wednesday morning, so it was pretty empty. You pretty much have the whole place to yourself. The staff here are great, really nice people, willing to answer any questions. It's like I was just talking with the guard, and he told me that he's met President Ford 6 different times. He's been working here for over 30 years. So that's really cool. And right behind me is the museum, and then we're gonna come right up here onto the final resting place of President Gerald Ford and First Lady Betty Ford. It's kind of unusual. You know, you would figure that maybe the president would be buried in Washington or something like that, but nope, he's right here. Beyond these gates is the final resting place of our nation's 38th president, Gerald R. Ford, and his wife, Elizabeth B. Ford. Let's go take a look. It's pretty secure. Happy 45th anniversary, Mom and Dad, with love, your children and grandchildren. Oh, so they just have some little markers here for different life events. This Japanese maple tree is a gift of the people of Japan in tribute to President Gerald R. Ford and the enduring friendship that resulted from his historic 1974 state visit as the very first president to visit Japan. And here we come up onto the final resting place. Lives committed to God, country, and love. Gerald R. Ford and Elizabeth Bloomer Ford. And this is where they rest. Well, I hope you enjoyed our visit to the Gerald R. Ford Presidential Museum today. I know I learned a lot. I didn't know much about the guy, but it was quite educational and very reasonably priced. For $8, I had the whole place to myself. All the staff there are really nice people, and most of them have been there for a long time. I was talking to one of the guards. He was there for 30 years, and he told me he'd met the president 6 different times, and he said he was a really lovely guy. So come on down, spend a couple hours if you're in Grand Rapids and check it out. I think you'll be glad you did. With that said and done, if you like these adventures that we're going on and you like to support them, please feel free to share them on Facebook, Instagram. We're also on Toe Jam, Grass Monkey, and Pillet Bomb. And I was kidding. I made those 3 last ones up, but you thought it was something, right? You thought it was like anyway. What can I say? I appreciate you guys listening. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell so you get the notification. And with that, I will just say, take a look at the Grand River. It's pretty. Bye-bye.